The 2017 film is very horrifying to say the least. The story is pretty good. And when it comes down to it, this is a film that's gained a cult following throughout the years. So taking place during the summer of 1989 in Derry, Maine, a group of teenagers called the Losers Club, they band together in order to save a little boy from an evil entity who is known as Pennywise. And from there, it's one of the better Stephen King adaptations I have seen. This movie is very creepy. It fits the standard tone of a Stephen King movie, despite the fact he ain't had anything to do with this one. The people who had worked on it actually did a good job of just making the audience feel uncomfortable every time Pennywise does show up. And I remember watching this for the first time a couple of years ago. Those jump scares had got me pretty good, to say the least. Sure, the ending is predictable, but at least the third act is the most intense part of this film. This is a horror movie done right because there is just so many elements within it that makes it one of the best horror films of the 2010s. Now, when it comes to the characters, they're all very interesting. Bill, he's trying to find his younger brother, George, and so he gets his friends together, they go on this adventure, they fight Pennywise the clown. It feels similar to Stranger Things, especially season 4, considering how I like the parallels between the two. And not just that, but just seeing a young Finn Wolfhard, his first film role, it was pretty cool. I mean, all of the characters, the teen boys, the teen girl, they do have interesting backstories. Like, for example, Beverly, she has to deal with her creepy dad. And that's all I would say about that. It's pretty messed up. And this film is horrifying, like I mentioned before. There are several scary moments. And just going back to rewatch it for this review, I was terrified because, Pennywise is a evil clown. He's this entity that likes to go after children and he preys on their fears. And Bill Skarsgård did such an amazing job. I have spoken to people over the years about this film. A lot of them say it's one of the best horror films that was, a Stephen King adaptation. Now, I haven't seen the 1986 book that this film is based off or seen the main series that came out back in the 90s. So this is really my first exposure to this franchise and just how similar, once again, this is compared to Stranger Things. This is such a good film. It has such a good story when it comes down to it. And overall, why I recommend this? Yeah, if you have the heart to check a film like this out, then certainly look at it because it is well worth the time. I'm giving this film an 8 out of 10. This one is quite the horror cinematic experience. If I had any complaints about this one, is that Pennywise doesn't get a whole lot of screen time. Now I get this is about the children fighting him, but I would have liked if he had showed up on screen just a little bit more. Still though, this film will have you on the edge of your seat. It has some great jump scares, the tension, the suspense, and some awesome visuals as well. Plus, this is a great horror film to check out during the spooky season. And that is my review of the film, It. Alright, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Okay, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.